this is to be your transport, and I trust you will try to get along with the crew. That may prove difficult from time to time, but your effort would be appreciated.
Why, Mistress Bodhi, you speak of our relations as though they've been unkind to you. I sincerely hope that's not the case.
Not at all, Seaman. Though at times you can be a little trying on the nerves. I certainly meant no offense.
I would not dream of taking any such offense to you, Mistress Bodhi. You're a delight to work with in all things.
This is Seaman Havarian. He is captain of this vessel, as well as larboard ship. Within reason, of course. Again, I sense a hesitation in your voice, Mistress Bodhi, such that I must seriously consider re-examining the way in which I conduct myself. Yes, incapable of change as a mountain vista. Careful nudging over 1,000 years might create a crack, but you could simply turn to show an unblemished sight. Distress and woe. At best make well ensure that your cargo reaches the isle safely, lest your opinion of me lower to positively subterranean levels. Any of you is firmly entrenched among the stars? Seaman Havarian. Now, explain the voyage to come. What, pray tell, is the name of your ship this season? Changes with whim and a gust of the wind. Never do I seem to fix the nameplate with proper reason. For now, Galante will suffice. For the journey, I trust my lady will be spending the bulk of it below decks. And now your ever alabaster skin finds the sunlight and moving water to be an irritant most caustic. That is my concern alone, Seaman. No more will be said of it. For the details of the voyage, if you please. Of course, Mrs. Bodhi, of course. Player, being inexperienced with the sea as you are, I suggest you pay careful heed to my words. Bitch, please, we sailed already to an island full of werewolves. Oh yeah, right, and the ship kinda sunk along the way. But we also sailed back on a stolen ship from said werewolves. Actually, how the fuck did we? Technically, we had the sea charts, so some of my crew must be able to read sea charts at least. I'm pretty sure at least. Oh. Then spiegel me then with it. I wish to be underway as soon as possible. Will not anger him? No, other captains would dare the voyage. That's all I should say. No stomach for the vivid taste of adventure. Touch sour to the plate, perhaps, but ripened by the gold you have paid. Journey shall be swift, for I have a good ship and a fine crew, veterans both and well seasoned. You may scarcely notice the passing of the voyage. That is not to say there are no dangers. A sudden squall or hidden reef could prove deadly, and we are more likely to encounter pirates of ill repute, opposed to the pirate of good repute, which we have hired. Mrs. Bodhi, you do me great harm to suggest I would stoop to such behavior as a grievous falsehood, the very stuff of fantasy. Very well. Now I trust that you know the pirates' hunting grounds well enough to see us safely through. Of course, stalwart captain is always prepared for any eventuality. And we are ready and should set sail at once. With a reminder that any loss of time due to attacks will be exacted off the end of the captain's life. Not sure I approve of the tone of this discourse. Must that we direct our thoughts to the voyage ahead and set our sails, or shall we set on arrival? Hold fast, the journey begins. Whoosh.
Bodhi was as good as her word, and you were quickly under sail, the flamboyant Seaman Havarian at the helm. The journey is uneventful, and if there were other ships on the same course, they must have kept a discreet distance. You make good time, and soon there is a sizable island on the horizon. It might have been considered a pleasant place, but a grim shadow extends the length of it. The asylum, Spellhold, looms from a cliffside.
Yes. If you are like me, and basically by the time chapter 2 rolls around, you started doing all the side quests you can, and by the time chapter 3 comes around, you basically just have to do a few quests for whatever guild you decide to follow, and be on your journey. Which then opens up for chapter 4, which is the great chapter of Spellhold. Oh boy. Now Spellhold, of course, is a rather special place.
Congratulatory remarks for all the crew and to our visitors for their...
Make the best of it. I must have managed to win a fair amount of coin from your crew. I seem to think they were the only ones who knew how to play cards, oddly. Yes, Seaman Hararian, it was particularly wily of you to distract those other ships so in a distance. I take it that your signals in the night were some type of warning. Yes, well, I thought they might be pirates, so I merely displayed a series of lights that mirrored their own. I wished to appear as though I were one of their own. Masterful job of camouflage. It seemed that they truly believed your signal meant they would be trouble if they attacked. Astutely determined, Mistress Bodhi. Scoundrel clearly hides his true intent. He is to be admired for one thing, he hides his associates as well. Not all can make claim to such. Yeah, well, one must always be prepared for such elements upon the sea. Fortunately, they are short of wit, though long of blade. Regardless, you are now safely at your destination, and I shall cheerfully take my leave of you. With a pleasure, Mistress Bodhi. Very well then, I bid you safe travels. I cannot depart just yet. I have to tell you what you need to know of the place. Is that one part of your original deal, Seaman? Yes, I think it was. Of course, Mistress Bodhi. It had merely slipped my mind for the moment. Luckily I reminded you. So I will tell you what you need to know of this place. I have business of my own I must attend to. Find out how to safely breach the asylum and rescue your comrade. I shall await the inevitable ruckus and meet you afterwards. Good luck. Look forward to our next meeting. Well, I do not. It was almost beyond endurance to spend so much time aboard ship near that one. Sleep a wing for fear of our lives. And Omen, you are so right. It's not even funny. Okay, we have arrived.
Speak your mind.
Mistress Bodhi does have a way of making the words cut you with their very vowels. A heart of gold, though only because it has been ripened from her chest and gilded such. Fair enough. Maybe I'll never achieve my goals. A necessary evil. This Bodhi is a delicious evil, one that I'm better for having known. I merely mention your coldness to test your own thoughts. Enough of this for now. I must carry out my duties and see to your entrenchment within the town. Step close, while they are near the wells at each turn. That is the surest place to find what you need. Just let me explore a little bit of your ship, why don't you? Yes, we have arrived, and of course it is, well, technically speaking, not that hard to arrive here once you actually know where to fucking look on the maps. However, getting access to the asylum proper is another thing. Here, you found what you need. I will go no further, lest I be recognized and harm your efforts. The vulgar monkey tavern should hold what you are looking for.
I shall return to my ship and leave you to whatever trials you must face. My best advice is to be polite.
That's what you gave me in the city. You risk your anger with your laziness. Freedom action is such as it is another matter entirely. Laziness is but one of my motivations. At least he's honest. I have a name about this town that is not spoken in polite company. My presence would prove more hindrance than hell. Wise thought dictates I return to my vessel and scan the horizons for anything that might prove troublesome. Advantage from my hammock is the best, I think. Lazy he is indeed. But we could expect no less from a simple pirate. Be gone with you then, scoundrel. Without you which only bring us more trouble here than we need. Look Sonic inside. He has little love for me, but there's a scant about this town that does not pass his notice. Well then. So we have arrived. So we have been introduced to the town that is attached to said most precious of asylums that we are more definitively interested in. I'll pay you well, I'll see to it. Step up my claims. Pox on your father's father if you think otherwise. If it's a sort of mal-born days, you sir are a rotter. Stowed in your half-deck milksop. Gentlemen, if you please. I have 3 other deals to go in today, and I haven't time for the particulars of each. I don't know, right from my standpoint, his commentary on my lineage demands blood. His constant blathering demands me boot to his backside. Know that for you, know. Right straight I will. Bring your weapons to bear, gentlemen. I will Dully record the outcome and prevent any investigation of impropriety. What? Means you make sure I don't get in trouble for killing your sorry posterior. So that's here from your pompous tongue, I swear. Islands in the streets. Incredible of each earloaded brutes each and every time. Well spotted, sir. I shall have Disharik apprised of the results. Now another person just randomly died in the streets. Nothing to be worried about. Quite normal around these parts. Oh, special opportunities. Don't I know you? I know you. You're Callan, the sailor lately of Ulgood's beard. You want me about Mendes? Very same. Mistress Manarai Seaman one she is. Happened, we're forced to leave. Sad tale that you're about to hear. Mistress Manarai good to her edge that Kilishin was spreading malicious rumors about her. Admitted I may have been a bit free of the tongue wagging, but it isn't like my stories be untrue. Mallory has connections on account of activities. She had Scotty McEverson give all Kilishin a sound beating and a ticket to Brynlaw. Yeah, I've been ever since. I found my place in the smuggling trade. Things could have been worse. Tell me, Kilishin, you know of the asylum? Nothing, ma'am. I'll not be dealing with such and the like. Shall smuggle some olive oil for you if you wish. Is anything interesting happening here in town? Hey, it is a place of adventure, Brynlaw is. By adventure you mean drinking and other shore-leave activities. Hey, the crew of the Bleeding Mary just got in. Making up a storm there, yes? Sounds quite exciting. I believe now. Nice. Have it. Then to get your pantaloons in a knot. Would want to have my pantaloons in a knot now, would I? Not at all. Pirate City. That's practically the a rather lawless part of the world. Well, these guns think they can have an easy time with us. They have quite underestimated us. And our ability to do very, very, very horrible things. With big, evil and mean-looking weapons. In fact, I'm sure the populace of this particular town will learn relatively quickly. Either that or they can die trying to understand their proper place in the food chain, just politely point out. One or the other it shall be. Can I not go up there? Pretty sure I can. Thank you, King. Very polite of you indeed to let me finally pass. Of course, since we are in a new town, we are going to take a look around and see if we cannot find ourselves some named individuals. Merchants would also be nice. Why don't you find employment? Am I a charity to be hounded by the unwashed? I am employed, ma'am. I can't bear to have another drunken pirate pawing me in a dark room, but I need at least a coin. It'll hurt arson. And Jimmy was threatening you. Perhaps I could help. You make a good purse, ma'am. I will tell you if I promise not to tell Gemry. Remy? Yeah, sure. That's the name of the half. I don't even know this Kremny. Speak on, girl. Me is the source of my troubles, man. And can't you say the luck here if you don't know him? I wish I hadn't. Begin with my name. Genia. I grew up here in Brynlaw. My father was a tailor till he was killed. My mother is long dead. Lady, things have not always been like this. It was once a pleasant town, though my memories may be influenced by happier times in my own life. Fair enough, go on. Regardless, life was hard, but it had its pleasures, so we lived on fish and our produce. The asylum offered employment to many of us. And the pirates arrived, led by the despot Disharik. Sharik had lost a war with another pirate king. Crossed to this island, his ships invaded the town. They took our homes, killed our mayor, and dumped his body into the sea. They were forced out into the streets. We begged the asylum to offer us shelter, but the wizards within locked the doors against us, because I could take no more injustice. I tried to get back into our house, and was executed for breaking the law of the pirates. I've stolen something, the owner has no claim on it. I said that we would have to pay for our father's crime. He gave us to Glenry, his lieutenant, as a reward for service. Put me to work as a courtesan for the drunken pirates. It's horrible, man. Says that he'll kill my brother Aeson if I don't do it. Ah. Why not gather your brother and run away from this man, then? There's no escape for us and me. There's a smuggler who will take us, but we cannot afford to pay him. Nowhere to run on this island. Oh. Mr. Smuggler, I will pay for you and your brother's passage. I was not sure the Shamrock never bothers you again. Not near the inn. The smuggler's name is Callahan. We will be near the docks. Thank you for your offer, but please be careful. Yeah, I do try to do at least one good deed once in a while. Guess that can be my good deed for basically a whole week then. I mean, we are new to this island. As it wouldn't really hurt us to establish a properly good reputation before we start ruining it by violence. Mostly violence. Lots of violence. But probably a bit more.
In the name of the council, I am here to keep order.
It's time again for experiments. Await your instructions, Warden. Might have more of your time. I seek information. Moment, no, all the moments are together. All together and with another. I have no moments. You are. You are in the company with Player. The likeness of who to recognize given to me in my head. Player? Isn't right. I don't think he's in control of himself. Maybe dominated or something. Yeah, if the subject is encountered, do not hesitate to test your limits. These are valuable parameters for study. Oh, I will be testing anyone's limits while Yoshimo's involved. Did you hear, fool? Yoshimo! Yoshimo. Consequential. Acceptable losses in exchange for the benefits of learning the limits of Player. You gotta, you fool. That can't be right. You do not matter. That's a unfriendly thing to say. Be dealt with is convenient. Could speak in riddles, you cold bastard, where's Seaman? Test of limits? Yes, test of limits.
Pay attention.
Well then, let's test your limits, shall we? Well, he died quicker than I was expecting, actually.
I'm very well. Hiya.
Yes, yes, I know, Yoshimo. The tourists love that. Down there. I know you're held.
What do you like?
Watchstone of the Asylum, that sounds good. And a spellbook, my. The tome will not open until you know the true name of the book. You shall have to identify it. We'll do that in a bit then. The Watchstone of the Asylum already acquired, meaning that we are quite the obvious and rather important step closer towards gaining access. Are you really gonna be like this game? Gonna make it hard for me. That was worth it.
What do you need?
Yoshimo. Take the gold.
Whatever you
And out we go again into the city. To kill a few pirates or something. Oh, Yahira, you have been in combat again, haven't you? How heavy? It weighs 18 fucking... Jesus Christ, that stone is heavy as fuck.
if you say so.
It's not an understatement. If you really wanna fight me, eh, pirate? You alone. No army, no nothing. Bold choice. Not a wise choice, but a bold choice. That is the Pirate Lord's home, so I guess that's where the boss is. That's good to know.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth!
Hello, pirate. Excuse me, sir, I didn't mean to bump into you. Gotta go. Well, son, why have you taken money from me? Treasure, I gotta go. Do it, or he'll hit me again. Explain yourself, boy. Will it you if you don't steal my money? Treasure, I don't want to die. Gotta go. My patience for this place and its people is already waning. Okay. Let's make a nice little list of, like, you know, I will allow all the way up to 3 things you can tease against me. And once that has reached the end, we shall start slaughtering every last one of these bastards that stands in my way. There shall be no mercy, there shall be no understanding and no nothing. They're fighting. It's cute. One of them will probably die at some point.
Yeah, of course.
Okie dokie. So there is Kai. So there's the festival. There's still the middle area that we haven't really explored yet. Which we shall do now. And apart from that, I think we have almost seen everything. Hello, Stocky.
The customer is always right.
Customer is always right. Yes, in matters of fucking style. That is all he will ever be right in. So it has been said. There's a lot of spells and shit. Somebody who looks like a fucking blacksmith. Yes. Remy.
Something stranger.
Why don't you go and bother someone else? Oh no, there's no need for that. I found the man I'm looking for. Do you know Genie and Arson, do you not? What is the meaning of this? There's leeches of a property. Stay away from them. I will not allow you to abuse these two any longer. You're messing with the wrong man, fool. Are you sure about that?
Oh my!
Go Venus medallion. Cute. I do love this place for one singular reason, mind you. And said one single reason is that every last single problem here can basically be solved but in a matter of seconds by employing fucking violence. I think to myself, like, that doesn't sound like a pleasant place, but hey. It might not be if you were a, you know, weak person, but on the other side, if you had a bunch of experienced fucking adventurers, I can literally have the fun time of your life, basically. And that'd be fun. We'll take that and we go down and talk to the guy to give the
So, Sister of Light, they tell me you were of the winged folk.
I don't know what you're after, Drow. Just stay away from me.
You've lost your wings and fallen. What a pity. Perhaps you shall join me below, and I shall teach you the ways of the Dark Goddess. Get away from me, Viconia. I have nothing to do with your type, and you will not get me down there. Well, that's kind of debatable. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of surprised how well Jaheira and Viconia get along, technically speaking, all things considered. I guess I've been, you know, together long enough, which is probably part of the reason why they're like, just gotta accept that and ignore the alternative. Sure, fair enough. I'm here to speak to you about the Genie and Aeson. Hey, good kids, at hell, you involved in this somehow? This is the first that I be hearing of it. Yeah, now don't let them escape the island. Can you offer the passage? That I can. 100 GP per head, if you can pay. I'll take him to Ulgoth's beard. They will take care of him. Yeah, sounds fair. I'll pay them. Just shoot if you can get him away from that bastard Krimi. Send him to Old Kalishan. Got things arranged. Right, seriously, it's 200 gold. That's nothing. That's the sum I'm more than willing to pay for some good deeds. Some good points. After that, we can go back to murdering. If just to achieve this good outcome, we have already started murdering. At least one person.
Hey, sexy. Do you want to take a look at me, Diddy?
Do I now? Maybe. Ah, is Remy gone, ma'am? Can you hurt us no longer? He's dead. You doesn't redo his pledges. And he's dead. Shirk shall merely give us to someone else. You have done so much already, but could you arrange passage with Kellan for us? It's already been done. I suggest you find your brother and go see Kellan immediately. And how to express my gratitude. You have saved us in every sense of the word. Thank you so much. I shall go to Larsen. Farewell. Ah, at least we get some XP out of it. Okay. Okie dokie. We went there. There's more up there, technically speaking. Room-wise, so we might as well take a look up there. Then we have the Temple of Umbali, the Fest Hall, and someone's home. That we will, of course, visit. As the new friendly neighbors who need to introduce themselves. As we all know, there's totally no other reason for us to do so. And if memory serves, this path up here. Leads us to the entrance of Spellhold.
Nothing to it. Very well.
Of course, we are not going to go in there immediately. We're going to finish up our little journeys throughout the pirate place. See if we cannot kill a few more people here and there. And of course, the temple should also get a little visit.
You require my counsel. Nothing dangerous.
Whatever you want.
Declare yourself.
Practice is no without appointment. How do I get an appointment? But being worthy of it. Unless you care to get my pawn. How much? 300? What if I don't pay? What then? Being somewhat unmotivated to spend more money. I mean, we could try for violence. Violence is always a no solution. Maybe.
Where shall I I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
So you continue to claim. Without ever proving a point, Yoshimo. Ah, disturbing, isn't it? Disturbing, isn't it indeed?
What would you like?
Okay, there we go. Currently closed. You shall have to take it. Okay, that is closed, so there's no way to go there. Then that means we have the temple and the vulgar monkey to explore. I guess technically we could pay 300 gold to get access to the pirate lord. I don't see the point, apart from maybe provoking him into attacking us. It would be rather fun.
Of course. Why do you disturb my meditation?
Fetch Queen of the Deeps welcomes you. Yes. What services do you have available? Let me see. You have Mean Potion, Destroy All Fills. That's the one armor +4 versus crashing. Sure, I'll take that. Who doesn't have a belt yet? And of course, you.
I like the look of you. Welcome.
The ancient home creaks. A second function to work as a turn, blah blah blah. Seek a fighter to understand a cast. Each spell on page can be cast once per day. Second function of work is to turn to a different page of the book. Allows for the possibility of getting better spells. Once the page has been turned, the previous spell is lost forever. And it happens to begin. You on. Once you turn to the last page of the book, you are stuck with that spell. But right now it's on Fireball. That's actually one of the nicer artifacts you can get your hands on. Raise one by the employees of Rubinas Festival. Used for identification.
If that's what you
Even if we have one of those, maybe we can convince them to let us in. Then we go to the Vulgar Monkey.
I'm a fine-looking strumpet, ain't I?
Okay. Way to win at the moment. Fair enough. We'll just keep the amulet around, you know, just in case. And into the Vulgar Monkey we shall go. Such a nicely named place. I'm sure it's gonna be nice and peaceful in there. Surely. Very much so, surely.
Alright, listen, Beefy. I may be an intelligent sort, but I've had no formal education.
Yes?
Greetings, friend. I'm Sonic. You must be new to Fair Brinlaw. Whom do I have the pleasure of addressing? I've been told that you might be able to give me some information that I require. Depends on what it is you wish to know. I'm a simple merchant and trader. We trade with the asylum, spelled. Supply them with the basic needs, such as food and spell components. Some sort of magic is being planned for the place, and the others have recently increased manifold. What do you suppose is happening there? And now, and to be frank, I care even less. My business with Spelled is finished. I must leave town rather quickly. What do you flee? Please note what I like. Smell a misunderstanding with a local guild mistress. My new wife and I shall take an extended trip until things settle. What is there? Someone behind me.
Yes?
Treachery is this. Who are you? Hello, Sonic. The lady Galvena sends her greetings. She dislikes being crossed. You, the girl is free and you have no claim on her. Leave us be. Free? Hardly. The lady will not brook her property being stolen. You shall pay for your theft. Take note of my class if she is an object. She is no longer Galvena's lackey. She's my love and she is free of your foul touch. Romantic. Perhaps your death will serve some bard well.
Plant a blade in your innards, I will. Prepare to be eviscerated.
As for you, being friends of Galvena's enemy makes you enemy too. Die fools. Are you sure that's a good idea?
My friend's hurt.
I'm on his teeth. What does Galvena think she is? Assassinations in the Vulgar Monkey, the petty wench. Innkeep! You seem to know something of this. Why was this man killed? What do you care? You only just met him. This is my business. Who was the assassin and why did he perform this foul deed? I wanted to teach the woman to keep her affairs out of my tavern. I will tell you what I know. This was sent by Lady Galvena, the mistress of the local courtesans guild. I can see how, in a port full of sailors, such an undertaking would bring the woman power and wealth. So much is obvious. What a disagreement did you have with Sonic? Sonic the fool fell in love with one of Galvena's girls, Claire, and she with him. He took her from the guild house and proclaimed her his wife. Galvena's a harsh woman. She considers the courtesans a property. He accused Sonic of theft. He scorned her in public. The whole town knows of it. Yes, then was Galvena's reply. I suspect that girl Claire suffers even as we speak. There's my contemporary law. Who else could tell me how to get into the asylum? But I tried it sitting in hold, and perhaps he told his young bride. I don't see how you can ask it all. Where would they have taken her? The guild has a house on the west side of Window. Customers who pay well can conduct their business in the bedroom in the guild house. I suspect that Galvena has already taken the girl there to be punished. So please guard it. How would I enter? Get in as everyone else does, as a paying customer. Galvena keeps both male and female courtesans for easier taste. Failing that, you would have to kill several well-trained guards. Also hear that Galvena keeps a pet wizard. Either way is foolish, in my opinion. Anyone else that could tell me how to get in there? Okay. Resistance. We already know how to get inside, but why not play around with this a bit longer, shall we?
Seas are sure rough
Anything interesting here? No. And we already have one of the amulets, so technically we should be able to get inside relatively easily.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Not too.
I really do like to point out that I am rather dismissive of people interrupting my conversation by killing my conversational partner. That is rather unfriendly, let's just say. And makes me want to take some bloody revenge. Like I know, surprising, but...
What do you need?
Hello, my lady. Welcome to Lady Galvana's Parlor. How may I serve you? What is this? Place of romantic delights. The finest of the Sword Coast. Why the courtesans of Lady Galvana's Parlor turned another way? Saved up. Which I'm a new employee. How do I get to see Lady Galvana? Ah, yes, I see the medallion. One of her new masters. Allow me to open the way, go downstairs and find the guards. Galvana will see you when she's ready.
Very well. Whatever you want.
Usually I heard something. Must have been the wind.
Of course. What would you like?
Okay, I'll do this
If that's what you want.
room by
Clear
room.
yourself.
Hey, what do you think? You are walking about the lady's place as if you own it. Oh. I'm a new employee for Matt Cutler. Mr. Sam seems to be here. Still, I haven't heard anything about the new employee coming in. Why? To be safe, I suppose we should just kill her. I think that you're overreacting. And I and Galvana with you.
You shall suffer my wrath.
You really shouldn't have made that choice. I react very poorly to threats.
Suffer my wrath.
For some reason, whenever people do so, I have a tendency to murder them for it. Like, that's strange, isn't it? Strange how that works out. You test my metal with what? Your dying screams? Ooh. Oh, I gave your dying screams 1 out of 10. It wasn't very really impressive, nor was it really going to keep me.
What's your tale?
Get in here. God! Hey, help us!
Get some. Booyah.
Whatever you desire. Nothing to.
Well, fair enough.
Very well.
Anything in here? Your Venus key. I see, I see. I see indeed.
Whatever you want. If you say so.
And I found a prison. That is almost cute. And Vadek, whoever that is.
I take no pleasure in
There's such a
speaking
sentence
what
of
is
this has
low.
been imposed on you, Claire. Please, I've served you for years. Why could you not let me go? Silence. The punishment is severe and immediate. So it shall be made of you as was made of your husband, Senik. I should think that... Oh, wait, we have a guest. So we do. Who are you, woman? Where is my useless guard? More water? Don't think you have the points yet to spam it again, do you? See, Terry, you're the one singular reason why I always have a fucking bottle of water, at least half full, close to me. Because I damn well know that you are around. Your manner indisposed, good woman. Hand over the girl without a fuss. You just might avoid any unpleasantries. Although that is of course up to a player. You're soon to be dead, and regardless is my property. You have no claim on her. I need permission from her. Take her back when I have learned if she knows anything of use. Oh, Vadik, what do you make of this? Arrogance is a common trait amongst the dregs of adventuring. Which made it a lesson. Humility is an order. Vadek, begin the lesson. With pleasure. You really think you can get away with that, eh? Why? Why is it that mages always seem to think that they can get away with that? You're such a slow boy in your casting. I'll gladly take all of your equipment and your gold and whatever else you have in your inventory. Hello, Claire. Talk to me, bitch.
Hello there.
Thank you. She was going to kill me. But Sonic sent you. I must go and find him. Not to say that, but Galvana has already story 150. Indeed. Story is indeed 150. And honestly, the reason why it is actually relatively pricey is because at this point, basically one of the major aspects of the game, namely the combat, becomes absolutely meaningless. That takes a lot of the enjoyment out of it, so I'm not gonna put this cheaply, let's say. And afterwards, it's once again basically done in simple and very easy to understand increasements. Although to be fair, the last step is a pretty big one. So would you say, but Sonic is kind of dead, saw the whole thing. No! Why did he have to? I'm sorry. I expected that she might have killed him, but I didn't want to believe it. It was going to take me away from all of this. But now... Oh, very sorry. Must be brief. Sonic was killed by illness just before he was going to tell me how I might gain access to the asylum. Sonic supplied Baldur and knew something of its secrets, but I was frightened. I don't know anything about these creepy wizards, and I don't think that I want to. Curses, a friend of mine is trapped within. I must save her. Is there anyone else who would know to enter? But the captain of Sonic's merchant vessel might know. His name is Golan. He's a good man, and may take me away from here now that Sonic is dead. Can I be found? I must speak with him. He'll be near the docks. I shall take you to him. Come. Whoosh. Teleportation.
Hello there.
Captain Golan, is that you? Yeah, we've been searching all over for you since Sonic was murdered. Alright. Who have you brought with you? Okay, now, Galvana nearly killed me to make an example to the other girls. This is the woman who saved me. We are an adept. Thank you, friend, for saving Claire. Is there anything that we can do to repay you? If Sonic were still alive, he would offer you his life. A reward would not be unwelcome. Certainly. Please take this gold. It's all that I have, but I offer you with pleasure. One more thing. Do you know how I might enter the asylum? A friend trapped within and must be saved. He was going to tell me, but was slain by Galvana's assassin. Bellhold. Well now, I'm not sure you would even want to get in there. People that go in don't usually come back out again. I see that you're determined. So be it. I'll say what I know, though I won't be of tremendous help. Only two kinds of people get in there, cold wizards and divines. People with special conditions of the mind. Tell me about the cold wizards. There's really only one representative of the cold wizards here, and he's long since given up their rigid discipline. This place doesn't suit it. His name is Perth the Adept. He's seemingly free to come and go from Spellhold as all he wants. He uses a wardstone to pass the gates, I think. She might convince him to give it up. He might take a break, but likely your meeting with him will have to be violent. How about those judged to be divided? How are they admitted? Well, on the mainland, you would have to cause one heck of a magical disturbance, and if you survive the cold wizard's reprisal, you might get sent there. Here on the island itself, we don't work like that. Don't care about magic. The child uses Spellhold for other reasons. Dumps his enemies there, sometimes friends too. Other than troublemakers, the asylum also holds mages and others with actual mental instabilities. They're both quite dangerous and are better locked away. A little too much salt water can taint the mind, and it's not uncommon for someone to lose their grip. Shark is the one that can order them confined. Prove to be unstable, and the shark might send you there. It would not be gentle though. Its chambers are good ways west of here, a large building tucked against the hills. Tell the Roman I sent you. Thanks, that's all I needed to know. But yes, you have two ways you can go in there. We can get ourselves to be considered excuse me, quite unstable, at which point you can choose that route. Alternatively, you kill the adept and take his wardstone, because, well, Pretty simple solution, I'd say.
Clear yourself.
Captain Golden referred me. It's good state. You must impress him or pay him well. Alright, you can go in, but don't make trouble or mess me. Now the question is if I can... not at the pirate lord. Just for funs, for shits and giggles.
If that's what you
What is the meaning of this intrusion? Who are you?
I was referred to by the captain. Why would she send you to me? What is that you think you want? Get it to the asylum. Can you help with that? Spell out. Why do you want to go there? Hardly a sociable place for decent folk. A friend is there. I'd storm the place and kill the captors. The organization of those that run the asylum provide a great deal of protection for this port and the ships that dock here. No interest in angering them and no interest in releasing people that may well belong there. These are worthless to me. Leave. Sherrick, hold a moment. Certainly you would have cause to allow me to go to the asylum. I am, after all, the famous Yoshimo. Yoshimo. Ah, Yoshimo. Well, that is a name that I've heard recently, so you seek entrance to the asylum, do you? Yes, yes, I do. Coordinate speak with those inside. Play aside me. I see. Well, then I suppose I have no further objections for letting you go there. Of course, just to protect myself, I will send you under the guise of madness. However you wish, just so long as we get there. Of course, we're not gonna go to this road. I just kinda hope I could murder him. Let's just have a to my regards to the wife. Thank you, I will not forget. But it seems to be the only one person apparently that has heard of you. Right, explain yourself, Yoshimo. It's an embarrassing story that I won't get into. Suffice to say that Mr. Deshardik probably thinks that he owes me from a previous debt. Nothing serious. That's what you wish to say, then so be it. Are you ready to go? No, I'd rather not enter this way. The opportunity we need it. We should get inside as soon as we can. What time for these games? Do you want to go or not? I'll ask again. Is it risky enough for me without you wasting my time? No, I'll take my chances somewhere else. Because I'm not willing to take that way in. I don't like that way in. But frankly not.
If memory... Fleet of foot and all that.
I'd rather storm the front gates, basically. Sounds a lot more like something I would do, doesn't it? Now, heroic charge at the gates. And all of that good nonsense. And again, you know, we do have a nice little save game set up here, so technically speaking, I am willing to let myself convince otherwise. But I don't really see the idea as especially lucrative to go inside as a fucking prisoner when you can just literally storm the gates.
Come on, what about now? Let's kill!
Whatever you desire.
Seems a bit more pleasant, doesn't it? I'm going to... flail, you say. Are you good with flails? You are kinda good with flails. What are you having equipped? That's +1 electric damage, it's not good. That's +3 just crushing. It's not bad. I do like to have some electricity in there, for obvious reasons. Okay, so we're gonna go shopping, or well, selling a few things once more. Get a bit more space in our inventory, so to speak. After that is done, we will have to make our decision on how precisely to enter the great place Spellhold.
Ah, yes, the city. With all its people and their accumulated wealth, yes.
What would you like?
Oh, the day goes. Well, personally, I will say that my preferred method of going is exactly as I described it, going through the front door and just start killing, because, well, obviously that seems to be the most proper way of doing it. Also, I think it's the, is it the easier way? I think it actually is the easier way to do it like this, in the more direct fashion. So I find it a bit more pleasant to do it. However, since both ways technically speaking lead to the same end result, that's the good thing about multiple pass, I shall leave the decision potentially at least up for the great power of convincing that is money. Literally. If someone is interested in this. Otherwise we'll set things up nice and dandy as they should be. Do I need more ammunition though? Good question, isn't it? But I have not actually yet completely cleared out. Not really, I wanna say. Jahira, it's nice of you that you have those, but I think my fighters need to take precedence, yeah? You're pretty good. You don't have to care about that at all because you have unlimited ammo thanks to your great bow. That bow was a great investment. I'll have you now. Probably one of the greatest investments we had made in quite a long time. I think for the most part we're pretty damn well equipped. So let's go to the Volga Monkey, take a nice rest, and then we are basically done. No preparations, that is. I'm not nearly done with fucking Spellhold. That's gonna take a bit more effort, to put it mildly. It is after all a rather large thing. Okay. Nice, we're relaxed. Actually, technically speaking, before we move on, I might want to set up these spells as well. Haven't really done that in a while. Because we probably have empty spell slots. Which, a bit of a waste, honestly. I can learn some contingency and spell deflection. Da, 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 da. Put that in there. And why not the minor glove? Minor glove is nice. It's okay, let's say. Should put in probably another haste. Because haste is a rather useful spell, mind you. Quite useful, indeed, I would even say. And resist fear is also a pretty useful buff. I think we have proven that point rather much at this point. Can learn 7th level, eh? That's nice. Yeah, the only thing you really need to do is buff yourself. So that. More righteous magic, of course. More buffs, basically, is what I'm saying. Very nicely and easily to understand. Harmony is pretty good. Never really use all the spells. We have yet to encounter something that requires us to do more. Not really useful because it's gonna reduce his strength. Not a good thing to do it. Which, however, would be rather useful. Mm-hmm. Hello, stay with that. That's a good choice. That, Galvanic Might. Always a good spell. Bless, you're never really gonna use that much, but I mean, it doesn't really hurt to have that around, I suppose. All of the lymph, and always a good idea. But the command is not gonna change, heal is not gonna change. As for you, little lady. Regeneration. Blah. Pretty powerful. Really not the sort of spell that's useful for combat, I would politely point out. Finger of Death. Basically, either get a lot of damage or die. That's quite literally all the options you have. Simple Death. Also a pretty damn nice spell. Fee is kinda nice. Stun is kinda nice. So many nice spells, aren't there? Kinda hard to make a decision. Just for the moment, we're gonna take some regeneration, just for shits and giggles, basically. As well as some heal spells. I would like to get some more chaotic commands in there. I'll never know when you will need them. I can tell you the time will come when you will fucking need them. I know, better prepare beforehand. Amazon's there because we know how much our enemies and traps also love to fuck us with that. And as for that, Sanctuary. Probably not a bad choice. Now we come to this little lady. Actually, make a few reach as well. Probably not a bad idea. Spend immunity from any school of a choice. That can be really powerful if you actually somewhat know what the enemy is going to throw at you. And in some cases that will become relatively quickly, relatively obviously. There's actually a good reason for it. Give me a minor globe then, and remove magic, of course. The Nito. But of course she also has priest spells available to her. Never really completely liked the idea of a cleric mage. Don't think the I mean, technically speaking, I guess, yeah, some exclusions to the role, but generally speaking, the arcane and the more divine does not really go along that well. For the most part, it is. I guess repulse on that is not necessarily that choice, but I want to play around with that. Because I'm pretty sure I haven't really played around with that in the past. I kinda, just go with it, I suppose.
Yes, if you say so.
Okay, now we're gonna sleep again, so we are fully prepared for the next time.
I hate those money-grubbing scum.
And then, as far as I'm concerned, we
Gather
are
your party before
as
venturing
well
forth.
prepared as we can literally, practically speaking, be
Of course.
for little adventures in the Spellhold. Shiva Taurus await us there. The next time, that is, because I think that is also where I'm going to end it. I'm still somewhat not 100%. I can feel as much. So I do plan to take some extra sleepies today. So tomorrow I'll be hopefully well and truly good and rested. I don't really want to get really sick because that would suck ass. To put it in very, very mild and easy to understand terms. We make a save game and we create a new save game and we call it Yay, as it should be. So now we have 2 save games available to us. We have our little Yay, where we are right now, and we have it before the Spellhold was entered. Just in case, we realize that we would like to do something else beforehand, or that we have missed out on anything, which I don't think we have, but memory can be a special little thing sometimes, so there's that. But yeah.
Nothing to it.
As for our approach, we shall go at it in the most radiantly obvious, nicely fashion by going through the front door, go like, hey, whoever's gonna stand in our way is going to die a horrible death now. Which I find a lot more pleasant than the alternative, namely being declared a weak of mind and get in via that way. But yeah. A good bit did we achieve today, I would say. A good little bit. Did quite well. I mean, well, we're getting there. Slowly, ever so slowly. Towards greatness. And saving the moment, which has, only taken us like, I don't know, 16 streams at this point or something. Not that long, to be fair. More like 13 or 12 or something. So, still an assaulted amount, but might perhaps be a little bit better, to be fair. Quite the addictive little game it is, though. Once you got into it, that is. I do believe it's pretty hard for more modern people these days. The youngsters, they don't know what's good. Oh, well, they have their own things that they consider good, which for the most part I mostly do not consider good. Well, it is what it is, and as I said, my perspective on the matter of introducing people to the great works of the past has somewhat changed over the years towards a more isolating perspective, to put it mildly. Otherwise, you might find that the things that you did love and did adore in the past might, as is the trend, get dragged out the ground, the grave opened, the coffin plundered, because, well, for better or for worse, I do think that we have a bit of a creative that would be a bit too harsh, wouldn't it be? But let's just say that the modern times do not lend themselves well to the creativity that spawned the original, very impressive games, so I would say. For the moment, however, without much further ado, I shall bid you all adieu.